How's it going, everyone? Mountainspyder here, bringing you another video in the softwaring series. Now, this is going to be another tips and tricks video rather than a let's play. That'll be coming probably the episode after this. So yeah, this one's going to be covering how to expand underground, as well as then how to actually play on the stock market and to buy other companies as well as their IPs. So now, starting off with how to build underground. As you can see, this is another one of my playthroughs where I got quite a bit further along. I've expanded quite a bit horizontally, and that has obviously been expensive buying more property. But now what you can do is simply build underground rather. So building a new room quickly, just as pretty much a stairwell, and you now can go underground. Literally same way as you go up to 10 floors, you can also go all the way down. Only one basement floor, but again it's all this extra space. So now going back down, you now build it exactly the same way as you would build as if you were building up. Only difference is now you're building down. And now what's nice about this underground space is it's absolutely perfect for servers. The reasoning for this is servers make a lot of noise. If I were to look over here by my server room, as you can see, server room, two walls until this room over here. If I were to look at the amount of noise coming through, it is still very, very bad for the amount of servers. Even though there's walls up, you're still getting that noise penetration. However, if we were to go downstairs now and build these servers here, get this angle right. Obviously within this room, it'll be incredibly loud. Oh, whoops. Don't know why it still does that. But anyway, as you can see in this room is 80 decibels. Terrible, terrible working conditions. If I go up, dead quiet. Sound doesn't penetrate levels. So that makes going underground and putting your servers underground rather is brilliant, because then you're not having to cope with unhappy people. As you can see, this room is incredibly noisy. There is virtually nothing you can do to make it better. But because it's underground, it doesn't affect your workplace. This is very nice to keep people happy and keep your servers up and running. And again, to connect your servers, you go wire mode. Get rid of that thing, sorry. You go wire mode and join your servers. Sorry. Don't know why it always works like that. And there we go. Now I got one huge server, which should be able to cope with whatever needs to be done. And there we go. If I go now and look at my servers, sorry, my nose is itchy today. Servers. This is server 13. As you can see, this is before I actually figured out that trick. 55 gigs. This is more than enough space for whatever needs to be done. I'm not even using anything. But yeah, so this is a very nice trick for a lot more open space and great server space, because again, the noise won't matter. So now, jumping into the other part of this video, so I'll go back up here and turn this all off, is work on the stock market. So now as you can see, As you can see, I've bought up quite a few stocks. And I've bought in a few different companies. Reason is, just in real life, don't throw all your apples in one basket. Now how you do this is, you go and look at all the other companies, and I suggest sorting by worth, because then it's more or less sorting by stock price as well. I'm sitting over here as 7th best company, so not bad. With well, my bank account looks rather dismal. I've actually got a lot of money tied up in shares. I'm actually sitting with a total of 230 million, rather than just the 9. All this is now wrapped up in stocks. So 194 million in stock. So this has been a very successful playthrough. No cheats, no nothing. Started off using CMS softwares. I think that's pretty much just CMS softwares actually. My releases. I want to filter this as I'm the inventor, because I ended up buying a lot of companies, which I'll explain in a second. As you can see, all my main money actually came off of two operating systems that netted me the most amount of money, but these were the very recent ones. Whereas what got my company going was CMS. Ended up making 11 versions of it, but made more than enough money off of it. Unfortunately, my 3D editor didn't work. Yeah, it happens. Anyway, so well, now what you do is, for instance, if I want to go and buy stocks from Time Hook Industries, which is it will be the cheapest here because I sorted by worth. You go and click on details, and you then just click on the shares you want to buy. For every bit of shares you get, as soon as you get all of them, you can then end up actually buying the company if you want to. Do you want to take over the Time Hook Industries and its IP or make it a subsidiary of your company? Now, I prefer doing subsidiary. How much money would you like to deposit in a subsidiary? Give them some money. Sorry, got the wrong way around. I don't actually do subsidiaries, I normally just take over the company. But now the company will carry on running by itself, and you won't have to worry about managing it then, which is quite nice. However, the alternative is if I go to Stickbook and I'll go here, you can then buy up all the stock and then take it over completely. Any IPs they owned, you gain control over. So if I were to go to, let's get some money first. Go to stocks, not stocks. Yeah, there you go. If I want to go here quickly, I'll just sell off some shares so I can do what I want to do. So if you were to go to all software and you're going to see what's made the most amount of money. Sorry, not the most money. You want to go to the most amount of active users, which is F1 Tycoon. It's made a good amount of profit as well, that said, which is not bad. What has actually made the most amount of profit? Operating system. Okay. Sorry about that. So the company is FlyReach. Now what you can do is you can either go, it's fallen off quite a bit actually. How many active users does this have? Oh, it's got no active users, there's no point in buying it. Okay, so let's stick with this, the F1 Tycoon, because it's got the most active users. You can either go trade RP and buy it immediately for 26 million, or the other option you have, and you see it's still doing quite well. Now, what you can do is instead in the details panel, I've lost it now, there you go. There's a few tricks and tips you can do here. One thing you can do is you can actually go up and buy the operating systems and the needs that this software requires. So it's used in nothing, so actually buying it doesn't do anything besides buying obviously getting the profits for it sold. But what you can do is you sell off the stuff that it needs. So for instance, if I buy up the game engine that it's using, what's it called now? Game engine, the fast view tech. You'll then go to all software and look. So these are companies. All there you go. All software, and go to, what is it called again? The fast view tech. There we go, and go down to the fast view tech. You can actually end up buying it. Then whenever a game is sold, you get money because it's requiring your software. I've gone past it. The fast view tech. You'll go there and you can trade RP, and I can buy this. This is only 2 million. If I buy this, I will then get royalties whenever this game is sold. Now the other option is you can just go directly and buy, just go directly and then buy the company that owns the game. So again, if I was to go here into all releases and look at the most amount of active users, and it's made by DocBack. Now you go to all companies, sort by name again, and go to DocBack. So they're worth a reasonable amount of money. Go details, and I'll say, okay, I own shares in this company already, so it's not going to be very difficult to take it over. And I need more money. I think I actually sold the DocBack shares. Okay, and what? I think I ended up selling my own shares in my own company by mistake. But anyway, if I were then to have enough money to sell that off, I think I can actually do that quickly. No, I have some my own company. Never mind. Anyway, so if you were to then buy off that company, you would then own that IP and all of its rights. Already as is, I'm going to be getting a lot of money from a lot of money from the sales. If you go look at finances, sales, I'm not really making any money of my own. But if I go to dividends, I'll need this month to end. you end up getting money whenever that product is sold. Now, if I were to completely buy over that company, what then happens is I own the IP, so I can then make the next version of it, and because it's already got so many active users, so many followers and all of that, that will then shift over, and when I produce it, I'll end up making quite a bit of cash off of it. So already just by, unfortunately, I did sort of a lot of my stocks there, which is something I wouldn't have normally done. Having stocks in a whole lot of different companies nets you a lot of money over time. Hey, they mentioned me taking over the company. Cool. Regardless, I actually lost my memory there. But anyway, so you can play on the stock market. Prior to that stuff that I was doing there, I'd actually made good money just buying shares and playing on the stock market, because it's a nice way of playing the game that doesn't, it's different, it's a nice challenge, and you're then not just producing software, you're actually doing something else on the side. So I hope this helped everyone just with a few more tips and tricks. Like I said, look what's on the market and see what's going well, and you can then just go and grab up what they're requiring. So that operating system, what is that? Yeah, the 2 operating systems, the needs that it requires. If you own shares in any of these, you will then get money whenever this product is bought. So you don't actually have to carry on producing software. You can just buy shares in other companies, and you'll end up starting to make a profit in those instead. I lost my money there because I ended up making really bad choices selling off my shares just to buy that one thing. But yeah, so I hope this helped. It does make a very interesting challenge if you want to play the game just buying or doing a few contracts and then just buying stocks, buying shares in other companies. So I would suggest people trying it as a stock challenge. Maybe it's worth a try for the next set of videos. But anyway, I hope this helped everyone. I hope you enjoyed it, and please do give it a like and subscribe to my channel for more content. I will be continuing with the Let's Plays, as well as a few more tips and trick videos as I come by or as I come along those features. Anyway, cheers everyone, enjoy.